I've started prefacing between boy and man because there's a huge difference between the two.
Yeah, yeah.
So the man that I end up with, I also want to be in my feminine energy because there's that dynamic that
You want to be able to submit, kind of, sort of. Not in that sense, but like
I want to be able to like turn my brain off. Like I don't feel like I have to wear the pants.
He can take the fucking helm and
take the wheel.
Yes.
Basically.
Right.
Yes.
I got you. And then when he tags you in,
yeah,
you're good to go.
Yeah,
I got you.
Like people are like, oh, I want a 50-50 relationship, but what they mean is like, oh, we both go in on the mortgage, we both go in on this, on that. It's a financial aspect of things. But for me, what I mean is like going in 50-50 is like we support each other.
Gotcha.
We uphold each other.
So do you think every time you hear the word 50-50,
right,
especially on social media,
when people say 50-50, they're thinking like
financial.
On paper, bills, money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's like,
so that's how come when you're like I said, social media is highly skewed. So when you're hearing these people say, "Oh, I don't want a 50-50 guy," in their mindset, they automatically jump into money when it could be talking about something else.
But here's the thing, though. Like, if there's a caveat to dating now, capitalism is a big part of it.
Of course, it's a struggle.
Money is a big part of it. Like, that is the fact of it. And unfortunately, if you don't have the funds, you shouldn't be dating.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely I'm a firm believer that like
you shouldn't be dating.
Like you shouldn't have kids if you can't.
Right.
Financially.
Right. You need to be in a space where you know what your plan in life is, how you're going to make money. But like if you know how to make money, you will know how to date.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because money won't be the point of contention for everything.
For everything, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I'm somebody who I'm a firm believer. Like my mother taught me this. You need to learn to love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Boom.
Because how can you care and love for somebody if you can't
care for yourself?
Care for yourself.
Right.
Thank you.
That's right.
So I am a firm believer that before you like really get serious about dating, really want to like settle down and commit to somebody, you need to like figure yourself out, and you need to, you know, have experiences, and you need to work on the relationships with, you know, the relationship you have with yourself, with your family, with your friends.
That's real.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
That's what I be saying.
Like
Who are you?
Who are
Exactly.
you?
Before
like,
you pour
your
your identity
into
somebody
someone's
else.
cup. Yeah. Who the fuck are you?
Because if you're living, because I look at it this way. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're
but
good.
I look at it this way. If you don't know who you are as a person, and you take your identity and pour it into a young woman or vice versa, and then you can't do anything without that person, then when they leave, you're lost.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck do? Everything I did for her, or everything he did for, or everything she did for him.
Right.
So they don't know who they are in general. So it's like,
And
figure out who you are, love yourself, all that stuff like that first before you jump into a relationship.
Some people look to a relationship to find who they are.
Oh, they are.
Like this person will define me. They will fill my other half. They're my. I don't like that. You're my other half.
Well, because like at the end of the day, you really, this is like so like heavy and twisted and dark to think, but like at the end of the day, you only have yourself.
Yeah, like I said,
friends leave
in the beginning.
Get divorced, they break up.
Only love that's unconditional.
Children are
your
like,
mom
or dog.
You decide to like remove yourself from like your parents. You know, at the end of the day, you only have yourself.
Yeah.
Gosh, I had another point and I lost it. But I kind of like learned that. Now the point's back to me. I took a sociology class at the community college when I was in high school, and we talked about relationships.
Gotcha. Okay.
And my teacher made a very good point about the reason why she wanted to marry her husband. She said, I didn't need a man. Like, I had a career, I was successful, I had education, but she's like, I wanted him. I wanted him in my life. So she's like, I may have not needed him, but I wanted him. Like there's a difference between need and want, and it kind of goes back to like, if you say you need a man in your life, then I think you need to take a step back.
You need to take a step back.
Evaluate.
Right.
Because I also learned that before you commit yourself to somebody, make sure you have your education. Make sure you have something that you can fall back on, because if
It doesn't work out.
if it doesn't work out,
Nothing's forever.
Nothing's forever.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't be dependent on that, solely
Yeah.
dependent on that person. So that's why I kind of go back to the whole, like, need to learn to love yourself and, like, figure yourself out, because, like, get your education, travel the world, like, make mistakes, meet people, learn lessons. I mean, go on as many dates as you want, and so much for the purpose of, like, learn what you like, what you don't like, what are your boundaries, what are your standards. Shit, go to therapy. Like, I highly recommend people go to therapy. Like, I didn't get deep into therapy until, like, I went through my first breakup in college with my first boyfriend, and I thought the world was, like, crumbling all over me, and in reality,
Was that before you knew who you were as a person?
yeah.
So did you kind of just pour everything into? Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think we ever know who we are
No, of course.
until the end.
I mean,
Of course.
I was 20.
Until the end.
I was 21, and
Yeah.
he was 24. He was older than me.
Gotcha.
So I was like, oh my gosh, like, I have an older boyfriend, and
It's like, yeah,
like,
bitches.
you know, and I mean, like, I did a lot of, like, I planned dates, and I paid for a lot of things.
Damn.
Hey, it's 50-50, right?
50-50.
I mean,
That's before you knew, but that was
That's
before
before I
you.
knew,
Yeah,
and,
yeah, I
like,
feel it.
one of my standards is, like, I do like when a gentleman pays for things,
Takes the initiative.
takes the initiative, and it's not so much of, like, oh, I don't want to, like, I mean, I'm okay with paying for things. I think it gets to, like, you do get to a certain point in a relationship where, yeah, like, I'll pay for this date, like, yeah, but there's just something about, for me, when I see a man who's able to pay for something for the both of us, my brain signals it as he's a provider.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's, I know that's very caveman, but, like, if you really go back to, like,
You can't probably.
It's not, because
human nature.
Yeah, you
like
just can't.
we did that
Sorry.
episode on higher and lower
Right.
brain. So
higher and lower
at
brain
the end of the day,
function.
like
at the end of the day,
we have things that prevents us from doing
Right.
stupid shit, but
we're only what 1%.
1% away from monkeys. Unfortunately, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
unfortunately. Yes,
Yeah.
but
Sorry.
that's what it is. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, like
Sorry.
even if some people try to do the resisting of the I don't want to provide, it's an innate thing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not something that we can shut off. It's there. Like
That's the thing with theory. When it comes to actuality, when it comes to nature, that's
Yeah.
where nature always fucking wins.
Yeah,
because
for
we
sure.
could theorize all these ways and all these dynamics, but at the end of the day, the basic instinctual thing we want to do.
It's like the women who, like, advocate for the feminist movement, who are like, I don't need a man, like, I can do everything on my own. Now a lot of them are, like, coming forward, they're 38, and they're like, I'm miserable.
It
Like, I
is
wanted to be
miserable.
married. I want to have kids now. Like, now it's, like, too late.
Well,
You know?
yeah, I mean, and it sucks too because you got one life, and then you guys have a time limit too. So it's
We
like
do.
it's not like you can go back and say, all right, let me fix the mistakes that I've made and then try to move forward. It's
Right.
just like I have a finite amount of time.
And
to
the
do.
thing is, like,
Yeah.
the counterpoint to that would be like, oh well, you know, freezing eggs or surrogate and all that. But even then, now that's you just divided an entire class.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, not everyone can afford.
Because
to
that's
do
what, like
those.
50,000.
It's a lot of money.
That's
And
a lot of fucking
sometimes,
money.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing about surrogacy is that I don't think people realize when women actually have children, like, the connection that you have as, like,
Yeah.
the baby develops in
Yeah.
you swap
It's
DNA,
taking the fluids,
Yeah.
the
you're
DNA, absolutely.
feeding it, you're nurturing it, you're housing
Your
it
immune
for-
system, all that.
Exactly.
It bonds. It starts bonding with
it's
you
a bond,
immediately.
and so then when you
Right.
have a surrogacy, it's kind of sad because that woman that carried that baby for 9 months, she's created that bond without even realizing until the child comes
Comes out and then
comes to, you know, life and or into this world, and then it's taken away and then it's given to some woman who
It's cold. It feels empty.
did it exactly. It's
But
really
like,
sad.
where does that stem? It stems from that idea.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That there. I'm not saying it's wrong, but like controlling nature like that
Yeah,
Yeah.
breeds consequences.
it
Yeah.
does. It does.
You see what I'm saying? Like, nature's what it is for a reason, you know. And yeah, we are smart. We can,
And we're pushing back
and
against
we
it. all the
push it
time.
again
Yeah.
all
It
the
will-
time.
and it will get upset.
But like
Right.
like you
It
said,
gets
but,
upset,
but
yeah.
like you said, a lot of young women will push against what they're naturally inclined to do, but then when they finally realize, oh, this is what I want, it's kind of too late for them.
Yeah.
So
it's like all those women who are like, I don't need a man, and I'm like,
you say that now because you're young.
It's funny that you say you don't need a man, but when he texts you at 2 a.m.,
You need something
do.
to. Right. Right. You know?
Sorry, not sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's real. Ooh. Let's jump into the comments real quick. Snot says, okay, now question for the dudes. Oh, no. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, you got
That's, ooh.
little Jeff question her questions like she's
Question. Okay, Jeff questions her like she's a weatherman. Hold on, where is that, Jeff? Hold on.
you lost it
I did lose it.
right there.
There it is.
Right there,
Yep,
there you
like
go.
she's a weatherman.
Yeah.
Odin is tweaking. He says women are the problem. Smoke says agreed.
Odin, if women are the problem, I mean, you wouldn't be here today.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Snot got your back.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
gonna get to that
Like,
call.
You know, Smoke agreed. Blasphemous facts. Blasphemous, she's lying. Smoke, hold up, blasphemous. Let's hear her out real quick. Snot, are all the hosts single? The chat seems thirsty.
There you go. See, she got your back. She got your back. The chat is thirsty right now.
They're trying to.
But I like Smoke, because Smoke is the one that does our clips for us. But he's the one that's saying, "Hold on, let's hear her out,"
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
you automatically start assuming.
I love Smoke. Smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke uses the noodle. Smoke, I'm trying to hear all the facts before I flame her. Stay toxic, kings.
You what?
No, y'all tweet. Y'all tweet.
Pop
Y'all
on, King.
tweet.
You do you, King.
Bruh.
You King, go be a high value man, King.
Don't forget your crowns.
Don't forget your crown, King.
Oh, man.
Polish it up.
Yeah, good. Smoke says she has a couple good points.
Thank you.
Snot. Okay, now a question for the dudes. Do y'all like paying for a woman's dinner? Why or why not?